Now, tell us, how do we get our hands on this game?
So we got a closed alpha planned in the coming months. So you can
Hello guys, Gente, desculpa a demora pra começar a live aqui. Eu parei pra comer um pouquinho, né, abastecer. Deu um intervalinho de 20 minutos pra mim ali. Comer alguma coisa de sal. E agora, bom, sem enrolar muito, eu já lancei direto a live pra vocês aí. Vamos assistir agora. Ver o que vai ter de bom aí nessa conferência.
NeoCab is an emotional survival game set in the future about gig labor, tech disruption, and the experience of being a driver for hire. Perhaps the last of your kind. From the brand new indie studio Chance Agency, let's watch the first gameplay trailer for NeoCab.
Now, our next game, believe it or not, is in the Battle Royale genre. Of course, it's E3 2018, what do you expect? We have several Battle Royale games we're going to be talking about today because the Battle Royale format is very simple and very flexible. Players play in an ever-shrinking space until there's one last standing. So developers have already been doing all kinds of different explorations of what this could possibly be. And our very first Battle Royale game that we'll be introducing today has up to 1,000 concurrent players. It's from Automaton Games. Let's look at Maverick's Proving Grounds.
Bom, eu não sei se vocês entenderam muito bem o que quis dizer lá quando ele estava se apresentando. Pelo que eu entendi, é um novo jogo da no estilo Battle Royale, no caso, né? A gameplay do game em questão é essa. Eu só não cheguei a ouvir o nome, eu confesso, mas vamos lá. Mavericks.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Maverick's Proving Grounds is the CEO of Automaton Games. It's James Thompson. James, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, I want to immediately ask, what about Maverick's Proving Grounds distinguishes itself from other Battle Royale games?
Yeah, well, as you said, it's a very popular formula, and you know that last man standing kind of game type is incredibly compelling by itself. But Mavericks is really about depth. You know, we've already talked about 400 players before, and we're sort of super excited today to talk about our 5-man squad mode being 1,000 players. But
Ele
really,
é o CEO da
it's
produtora
about
do
depth
game.
as well. It's about the fact
O
that
CEO do game em si, em
environment is
questão,
even
né?
a bigger step. The simulation,
Acredito que ele
and
tenha
those
tido a ideia
elements
inicial do game, com base em
I
tudo.
want to zoom in right on the 1,000 players aspect. How does that
Eles estão
really
comentando agora
shift
sobre
the
os detalhes
dynamic
do
from
game.
the, say, 100 that we're typically used to?
Well, it's really about combining scale with the depth of simulation. So the fact that together, what you actually have is a landscape that means you're making decisions off a lot more information.
Yeah, I mean, because you hinted at that twice now. Like, what do you mean by there's a lot more information in the environment for players to process?
So take a concrete example, right? So let's say a player's walking through the map, they'll be leaving footprints, they'll be displacing foliage, like grass.
O jogo está disponível para jogar na E3. O endereço está aí na tela.
Sort of together make the map.
Yeah, there's
Much more of a dynamic
like
environment.
a recent history of who could have been here.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ask about what more is in store for Maverick's Proving Grounds. I understand that this has a lot more out-game features than someone might expect.
Yeah, so it's not just that.
Lembrando, gente, a conferência da PC Gamer em anos anteriores nunca foi uma coisa tão forte assim. A própria, ela é mais uma publisher de games do que uma desenvolvedora em si. Tendo como os títulos, o maior deles, acredito que é The Witcher. Mas no geral, assim, ela é uma distribuidora de games indies, então não esperamos assim uma coisa tão relevante. Pode ser que os jogos indies apresentados. Ó, parando um pouquinho aí, a beta fechada do jogo vai estar disponível a partir do dia 17 e você já pode se inscrever. Mas enfim, pode ser que alguns jogos indies apresentados aqui sejam muito bonitos, dê vontade de jogar.
Our very next game helps showcase the extraordinary power of modders. Frankie, tell us about it.
It does indeed, Sean. On PC, we don't just play what's given to us. We mod games to make our own experiences. And for many developers, modding is a way to turn a hobby into a career. The Forgotten City is the perfect example. It's a standalone game that's a reimagining of a wildly successful mod. In fact, the first mod in history to win a National Writers Guild Award. For the first time ever, here's gameplay from the Forgotten City.
World exclusive. Parece jogo de terror.
I'm so sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place. An ancient underground city. Its existence long forgotten. Searching for a way out. All I found is a window into the past. If even one person here commits a sin, everyone will die. I tried to set things right, but whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. It's all up to you now. Go back, investigate, talk to everyone, help them out if it'll win their trust. Bend the rules as far as you can. Figure out who's responsible for this. And maybe you can do what I never could. Save these people. Save yourself.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Coming up on the PC Gaming Show, what's next for Killing Floor 2? And an unannounced game from Tripwire Interactive. And now your host, Sean Plott.
Our next game is a blast from the past. It's not a sequel or prequel or remake, but rather an entirely new game altogether. Let's take a look at Stardoc's Star Control Origins.
Star Control Origins.
Long ago, the Singularity formed, its creators uplifted into something beyond our understanding. These beings, now known as the Lexites, left Earth, traveling to multiple planets in our solar system, before vanishing altogether. This is why we are here. Welcome to Star Control, a state-of-the-art international space agency, tasked with the exploration of our solar system and the defense of Earth. Here resides the world's brightest minds and greatest technology, brought together by a strong curiosity to discover the unknown. Help us pioneer the future. Join today.
Uma nova aventura.
Star Control has accelerated the construction of our new modular deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the fastest, most expensive ship humanity has ever made, Captain.
I am Chief Viscosity Officer Windu of the Tyrone. The scribe have evidently received traces of your radio broadcasts themselves.
Cara, esse jogo, esses gráficos, realmente não deixa de ser um jogo indie, mas me lembra muito mais um indie. Aquele indiezinho que quase ninguém olha na Steam, tá ligado? Star Control Origins. Why didn't you play today? Tá disponível hoje já. Oxê. Starlock.
Joining me to talk about Star Control is the Director of Production at Stardock, Patrick Shaw. Thanks for joining me on stage today, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
So now just tell us straight up, what is Star Control all about?
So Star Control is an open universe action RPG. You can visit dozens of aliens, hundreds of different stars, thousands of different unique planets, and you can land on each and every one of them. And when you're driving around the planets, you can jump over canyons, blast critters, and then you can venture out into the solar system and do ship-to-ship combat with hostile aliens.
And I want to ask, since I know that the story is a big part of this game, with it being open world, how do you make sure that the story still stays as the focus for the player?
Yeah, so we're really excited about the story that we prepared for Star Control. It's funny, it's creative, but also has some dark, sinister side to it. However, what we're very proud and very excited about is we have an infinite universe. That is, we are fully simulating the entire universe at all times. So even if you're on some podunk little moon in the corner of the universe, the aliens are still moving around the universe, doing their own thing, exploring and interacting with each other.
So it's not just like at a planet there's the same town whenever you visit it. It depends on how the simulation has driven it forward.
Right, exactly. So this infinite universe is the glue that connects my story, my adventure, to the larger open galaxy.
That's awesome. Now, I know modding is going to be a big part of Star Control Origins. How does the modding work?
So what's your favorite science fiction show?
Probably Firefly.
Yeah, so what would you think of making Firefly Season 2?
Shit, that's a lot of pressure, Patrick.
Ok, parece a tarde.
You're putting me on the spot on stage right now, yeah.
We have a week to do it, so. But anyways, in Star Control Origins, you can create your own ships, your own planets, your own galaxies. You can package up your adventures and share them with your friends online.
So someone else can take care of Firefly Season 2. That's up to you. Now, last thing I want to ask about is how multiplayer works.
Right. So in the game, we have ship-to-ship combat, and that turned out to be so popular in our early testing. They're like, we should make this a separate gameplay mode.
Olhando assim, tipo de gameplay me lembra muito Asteroide do Atari, mas uma versão mais atual, colorida. E, bom, em 3D, né?
Multiplayer, 2 people on the same machine, or online, ranked online play.
Where can people go to pick up Star Control Origins?
Well, right now, Star Control Origins is available for pre-order on GOG and Steam.
Well, lovely. Guys, definitely be sure to head over to starcontrolgame.com and check them out on Steam and GOG as well.
Pode fazer pre-order também no site deles.
We're happy to announce at the PC Gamer Show that Star Control Origins is launching on September 20th, 2018.
Look for it on September 20th.
Acho que foi o que eu entendi, 12 de setembro já de 2018.
Now, our next game was PC Gamer's favorite game from E3 last year. It is Hunt Showdown from Crytek. Let's take a look at what's coming for Hunt Showdown just after E3.
Vamos ver que jogo é esse. Exclusivo e preview no PC Gaming Show. Opa! Que jogo é esse, meu amigo? Gostei já de cara. Strange to Puzzle. Tá bom. Tem uma pegada meio de UV-Fin, tá ligado? Hunt. Showdown. Compre agora na Steam.
I am here with Guy from Skydance, who's here to tell me why fighting in massive mech suits is not about to go out of fashion anytime soon. Guy, now Hellfire, Archangel was originally a single-player narrative game, but Hellfire, this new edition, what changes is that going to make?
Well, players really love the single-player narrative, but they all kept telling us the same thing. They said, we really want it multiplayer, and we want it off-rails. And we kind of thought, that's a completely different game, but let's give it a shot. And so we got a crack team together. They put something really special. We got 4 maps. We got 6 different mechs, tons of weapons where you could just blast through the environment and other mechs alike. And it's really just an amazing experience. You can zip around in your mech. You can tower over others. It's just something special that I think you can try right now.
Is this coming out of early access? So you just said we can try it right now, but you've got the full version launching soon, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's coming out in July 17th. But you can try it right now if you want in early access. Help us iron out the kinks and break some mechs along the process.
I am no good at ironing out kinks, as I think people at home can see, Guy. But as a heavy mech woman, I can't wait for you to be my light mech wingman in that 2v2 PvP. So let's take a closer look at Archangel Hellfire.
Let's do it.
Parece que tem um pouquinho de Borderlands misturado com Titanfall.
Our next title is one I've been looking forward to for quite some time. It's from the makers of Sherlock Holmes, and it's a delightful-looking Lovecraftian mystery. It's called The Sinking City, and joining me to talk about it is the community manager at Frogwares, Sergey Oganessian. Welcome, Sergey. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've earned a handshake.
Yeah, you
Welcome
nailed that
to the stage.
pronunciation.
Community manager, Sergey.
I love that you lie to me so kindly. You know, I want to ask right away, The Sinking City, you know, there's a lot of open world, third-person type games. What makes The Sinking City different from what a player might expect?
Well, I mean, The Sinking City is an open-world action investigation game inspired by Lovecraft. And we believe that these 3 elements already make the game pretty unique. And you know, when I say that you can be a detective in a world, in a supernatural world full of mystery and, you know, cosmic fear, like, I really mean it, because investigations are really at the core of The Sinking City.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of games in the open world genre that are focused on action, but you say investigation is at the core. What are investigation mechanics? What does it look like?
So the first thing you should know right off the bat is that we are not going to offer any hand-holding for the player. We will not give you any clear objectives in your diary or, you know, markers on the map telling you where to go or what to do. It's actually up to you to figure that out. Instead, we will give you information, you know, hints, evidence, like clues, crime scenes to examine, like people to talk to, suspects to question. And we will ask you in return to use your wits and your intuition to, you know, experiment with your findings, you know, maybe like find a way how to progress. And what you should also know is that finding these clues will not only help you understand what's going on and, you know, get a better understanding of the world and its people, but it will also help you maybe change the course of your investigation.
You know, you mentioned the world itself. I mean, the footage that I've seen through the years has just been absolutely beautiful. Talk to me about the world that we're in and what investigation is at the core.
So the game takes place in this fictional city of Oakmont in the state of Massachusetts. You know, the city which is flooded. There is a terrible disaster going on which has claimed like thousands of lives. And also, like, it seems like it awakened frightening monsters which now roam the streets of Oakmont. You know, people that live in the city, they're very different, like different social classes. Gans, cultists, poor people.
Provavelmente ainda não colocaram atualizado lá os servidores da Steam
they're
para
all
isso.
afraid, maybe except for the cultists, of course. They're all afraid that, for their lives, because of the flood, because of the monsters. And we actually want to understand what's going on. We want to understand what lies behind this ostensibly supernatural flood. And what's even funny is that while everybody is afraid, nobody wants to leave. But this is kind of a different story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked a little bit about the story world and how it's inspired by Lovecraft. What about the game mechanics? You've mentioned the sanity mechanic in the past.
Indeed, we do have a sanity mechanic which
Pessoal pedindo Resident Evil 2 no chat. Amnesia. Acredito que também seja deles, não sei.
Making choices in the story which he's not comfortable with making, he will begin to lose his sanity. He will start to have hallucinations. He will start to hear distorted sounds. Yeah. Which will allow the player to understand that something is actually going wrong. Maybe we need to, step back and do something about that. As of right now, we're still fine-tuning this mechanic because we are still looking, for the sweet spot between impact on the gameplay and impact on the story.
O chat está muito forte.
I still just have to ask, what are the sweet monsters that we're going to get to see in the game?
Oh, we have different kinds of monsters. We have different kinds of archetypes, with different abilities. And, we actually give you tools. The game is not about fighting monsters. Investigation is the core of the game. But we give you tools to defend yourself. So we give you weapons, we give you skills, we give you even certain traps. In return, we ask you that you make a decision, because the game is about making a decision. Ammunition is scarce, and you will have to adjust your tactics accordingly.
No warframing.
People have all sorts of questions about what the game is like. Where can they go to find out more?
So if you're hungry for more, you can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. This is where we post our
Podem seguir esse perfil no Twitter, galera. Arroba, sei lá o que eu não terminei. Ai, meu Deus do céu.
This is definitely the place to go if you want to learn more.
Well, I'm super excited to personally see how
Os BR aqui no chat.
Thanks for joining me on stage, Sergey.
Fome de liquidação.
Now, our next game is a PC title that has only gotten better over the last few years, and I'm always excited to hear what they have in store. Frankie is up on the balcony with the developers of Warframe. Talk to me, Frankie.
Well, we all know the PC is home to some of the most devoted communities in gaming, and one of the best undoubtedly belongs to Warframe. Last year, the game got its first open-world update, Plains of Eidolon, and the next epic cinematic quest is called The Sacrifice, and we've got the exclusive launch trailer for you.
Blood and Gore Violence. Sangue e gore. Adoro. Caralho, que jogo é esse? Warframe! Ó, louco!
Megan Everett, community manager at Digital Extremes, joins me now.
Whoa! Whoa!
So The Sacrifice is the latest installment of our cinematic quest.
Pessoal que tinha falado de Warframe, até antes na conferência aqui da Ubisoft, estava conversando eu, o Sávio e o Archeiro, sobre Warframe, olha ele aí. Ó, louco!
Shattered some hearts and left them with a bit of a plot twist, and I'm not going to spoil it for people who want to maybe catch up. But what I can say is that, obviously from the trailer that you saw, the wait for Umbra, the 3-year wait to the Umbra Warframe is finally over. The creepy guy at the end of the trailer there, Ballas, plays a pretty big role in this quest. And again, not going to spoil a lot, but I can say that it's coming this week on PC.
And you guys are actually currently waiting, well, as well as the update, you're working towards TennoCon right now.
Yes, so it's going to be another big year for us, and I'm really excited for it.
Well, let's take a look at last year's event to get an idea of what TennoCon is all about.
What do you think the mega reveal at Tenno Live is going to be?
Can you tell me anything about this Umbra thing that's maybe going on or whatever?
It was pretty amazing. Like, it's a whole new direction for Warframe, and all this. You got all these other games coming out, but this one's free.
When's 2018 happening? Get it started.
Given that the community knows you as Auntie Megan,
oh God,
it must be huge for you to be.
7 de julho, assiste na
live. Really
live.
special for really everyone
Acho que
that
acredito
looks
que
like
no dia 7 de julho, maiores
pour
detalhes
their heart and
revelados.
soul into what we do for TennoCon.
Warframe.
And I know for me, it was literally like the best day of my entire career. I know Rebecca, our community director at home, was watching. But last year, when we did the Plains of Eidolon, open world expansion reveal,
Jogo
Reb and I
gratuito
were actually
como o
doing that
anterior
as a
também,
live
né?
demonstration in front of everyone, and we had practiced it for months.
Pontos
And
para
it
PC
went
Gaming
as
Show, para
flawlessly as we could
PC
have ever
Gamer
hoped
trazer
for.
esses
And we actually, like,
games
as people were
gratuitos,
cheering,
né?
it's
Alguns
pitch black on
pagos, outros
stage. Reb and I
free.
look at each other and we just kind of fist pump and both started crying because we didn't crash the demonstration. So if you if you watch Tenno Live this year, if you're there, you can definitely probably count on some tears and some emotions because it's a really big day for us.
So basically, bring tissues, right?
Bring tissues for yourself, for me, for everyone involved, because there will be some tears probably.
But if you can't get to TennoCon because unfortunately it is sold out, how can you watch it online?
So on twitch.tv/warframe, you can definitely check it out. And PC Gamer is also hosting as well on their Facebook and Twitter.
And you get free stuff by watching Twitch?
You do. So if you want to link your Warframe account to your Twitch account, and all you have to do is watch and you get some free stuff.
Fantastic. So that's happening from July 7th, and you'll be able to watch TennoCon live through PC Gamer's Twitch channel and the Facebook page. Thank you, Auntie Megs. Sean, it's over to you.
Thank you, Frankie, and thank you, Warframe. The next name is one I grew up with, Sega. They've become a prolific publisher of Japanese games known for their fully featured ports, especially beloved by this guy on the left. Sega's bringing shining resonance both to PC and console the same day, and Shenmue is going to be coming later this year. They have all sorts of games coming up. Let's take a look at what Sega's got in store.
Não. Valkyria Chronicles, Bayonetta, Vanquish. Títulos antigos da Sega, acredito sendo importados para o PC. Olha só. Olha aqui, olha lá, olha só. Anúncios mundiais. Seria... Cara, eu já vi esse jogo em lugar, só que eu não lembro agora. Usa isso. Olha eu aí. Coisa mais linda. Melhor do Japão no PC. Sega. Vale pra pré-order agora, gente. Vamos corrigir lá na Steam que deve estar disponível lá já.
Right now and will be releasing on Steam in early August. We hope you've been enjoying the show
Realmente,
thus far.
vou
We have
confirmar.
so much more great stuff to come. Let's see what's coming up at this year's PC Gaming Show.
Coming up on the PC Gaming Show, a new publisher reveals 3 new games, and the first ever gameplay footage of Overkill's The Walking Dead. And now your host, Sean Plott.
And I'm back.
Já chega de voltar.
Our next guest is a regular here at the PC Gaming Show, having attended all 4 years. Frankie's with him up in the balcony. It's Tripwire.
Sean, if you are anything like me, you probably need to let off steam every once in a while. And I personally can't think of a better way to do it than by kicking back and tearing up a load of monstrous enemies. It's kind of either that or pushing the office photocopier out of the window, and I, for one, prefer the option that keeps me and everyone here in a job. With that in mind, I am thrilled to welcome Bill Monk from Killing Floor 2 back to E3.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Killing Floor, opa!
Listen to that applause. They all want to know what the latest from Tripwire and Killing Floor 2 is.
Yep, we've been really busy working on Killing Floor, and we got 4 major updates that are coming out this year. The first one we dropped in March, and we're getting ready to drop the next one really soon.
Coming tomorrow, Bill. What's involved?
Yeah, so we're bringing the summer sideshow back, but this time we're mixing circus freaks with steampunk in a really fun, exciting way. And we have a really cool new system that we're adding. It's called the Weapon Upgrade System. And with this, there's 73 different weapons that we have in our game, and each one you can upgrade it and make it viable for late play. So it really adds a lot of creativity to your loadout. So I'm really excited to get that in people's hands.
So you can make your boy guns big.
Yeah.
What?
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Bill. Let's take a look at the trailer for Treacherous Skies Summer Sideshow.
Vamos ver o trailer então. Vamos lá. O último veio. Deus parcial. Ih, gente, fecha o zoinho aí. Tira as crianças da sala.
Welcome aboard the HMS Queen Victoria, ladies and gents. Ringleader Lockhart speaking to you from, well, someplace very safe, yes. You helped me escape that fray at my beloved Steamland, but now I need your help once again. I've got to get to my island in the channel. Now, listen up. I don't know how, but these blasted circus freaks followed us on board. I think it's time to put on a show. Yes, of daring deeds and horrendous bloodshed. Oh, poor me. My mechanical children have turned against me. Blasted traitors. Careful, lads. They're tough, even removing the head. Who put these rebellious robots down? But take heart, lads and lasses. I have invented some new toys. The Doomstick. All barrels are better than two. The Static Strikers. A shockingly stylish set of gauntlets. And the M99 Sniper Rifle. And finally, there's a last-minute addition to the crew.
What's this woman go?
Seems Mrs. Foster negotiated her way on board and is set on giving Zen the business. And remember, we'll see you on the airship.
Fossey, joke for you. Optician says my eyes are okay. I say, then how do you explain my husband?
É uma expansão pro Killing Floor 2.
Na real, nada que a gente não esperava.
Apesar que confesso eu não ter esperado uma notícia de Killing Floor.
This weekend, definitely check it out with Killing Floor 2. But that's not all that Tripwire has. I have the president of Tripwire himself, John Gibson, on stage. John, welcome back again.
Thanks, Sean. Pleasure to be here.
Now, I understand that Tripwire is stepping into also doing publishing. What does that entail?
That's right. So, Sean, it's really challenging for developers right now with the thousands of games that are coming out every year. Yeah. It's really hard to get noticed. And then you have the traditional publishing deals. So we're giving developers fair deals. We're going to be helping them rise above that noise so they can get noticed. And because of our experience developing our own games and publishing our own games, we're going to help them with marketing, funding, mentoring, feedback to help them succeed.
Yeah, I mean, the game that we have on screen is one of those games. This is Road Redemption.
That's right. I'm happy to announce that we're going to be publishing Road Redemption. We're going to be helping them grow and succeed even more on Steam, but also bring the franchise beyond Steam.
Now, I know today you have a world-exclusive new game, hasn't been announced yet. Nobody knows. Before we roll the trailers, why don't you give me a little bit of a tease?
Yeah, so we're working with the team at Blindside Games, and they're led by Alex Quick.
Oh, yeah, right.
So if you're familiar with the Killing Floor universe, you know Alex Quick was the modder that created the original Killing Floor mod, which Tripwire worked with Alex to bring commercial. And then Alex went off, assembled his own team, made the game Depth, which was sharks and humans fighting each other, very, very successful. And now it's come full circle. We're working with Alex again, and we're going to bring his all-new game to market.
Well, let's take a look at it right now. World-exclusive new upcoming game from Tripwire.
Opa! O que temos aí? light side.
Close your eyes and imagine a place where the sun is bright and the beaches are white. A place filled with southern charm, where the water is as warm as the welcome. So come feel the wind in your sails. Kick back and relax. Enjoy the local cuisine. Your dream vacation is waiting for you here on the Gulf Coast.
Tá, porra! É sangue rolando pra tudo que é lado da tela. Tá, porra! 40 centavos.
Go to maneatergame.com now to book your vacation. Operators are standing by.
So hey John, so you get to play as the shark.
You are the shark. This is an open world action RPG where you play the shark. Or as we like to call it, a shark PG.
Oh, nice. Okay, so do you like upgrade and improve the shark? Is there like skill trees?
You do. There is a shark skill tree. Really? There is a full single player campaign. You eat your way through it. You get bigger teeth. You can jump out of the water and snatch people off piers and all of that fun stuff.
I didn't realize this was a power fantasy I needed so badly. Now, where can people go to get more information about it?
They can go to maneatergame.com.
All right. I doubt anyone will forget that here. That's maneatergame.com. John, thanks so much for joining me on stage. And once again, all the content that Tripwire showcased earlier about Killing Floor 2 and Road Redemption will be playable here at E3. Definitely be sure to check it out. Coming up next, Frankie has a whole slew of unannounced games. Frankie.
Cheers, Sean. Man-eater looking tasty there. And I can't believe they named a game after my favourite weekend activity. Indies are at the heart of PC gaming, and next up is a brand new publisher revealing 3 games for the very first time, releasing one of them, Behave Yourselves audience, today. So let's take a look.
We're doing totally, yeah, good. That's her name. Gente, o que vem aí, guys? Lançariam 3 jogos novos e relançariam um jogo. E seria... Tomate. Fazenda feliz, tá ligado? Eita porra. Esse jogo aí me lembra muito... Cara, nem eu sei dizer que me lembra esse jogo. Acho que é Commander, que tinha no... Mano, não lembro o nome do console agora, meu Deus do céu. Agora no Steam já disponível.
All these games look like must-plays. And Overwhelm, the final game of the bunch, is available on Steam right now with a special launch discount. So make sure you check that out after the show. And if you're at E3 this week, head over to the PC Gamer corner of the Facebook booth inside the South Hall to give Overwhelm a try. Right. Next up, it's time for us all to take a holiday, and where better than a virtual resort with some truly spectacular wildlife. Back again this year, our friends of the show, Frontier Developments, with a unique take on the park management genre. I am, of course, talking about Jurassic World Evolution. The long-awaited game is out tomorrow and lets you build your own dinosaur-stuffed tourist trap. What could possibly go wrong? Unleash the Goldblum!
É muito sangue e violência. Ah, Jurassic World. A gente já viu esse joguinho, então agora já... Vamos ver o que vai rolar de novo aí.
Well, the ones before you did too. Because they believed that they were in control.
Se eu não me engano, é disponível pra mobile.
Well, here's the thing. Humanity is desperate for it. We are seduced by it. Deceived by the illusion of it, but we never really possess it. Because if there's anything that chaos theory has taught us, it's that nature is on its own course. And when we interfere, when humanity tries to put nature into orderly boxes...
E aí, tá me escutando direito agora?
Agora sim, cara.
Pois é, agora tá verdinho aqui, tá funcionando. Eu tive... Sério, tive que resetar o roteador e reconfigurar ele todo de novo.
Meu Deus do céu. Muita mãozinha pra mim.
Tava uma merda. Agora funcionou. As frequências do negócio estavam erradas, inclusive. Por isso que eu não conseguia ter uma estabilidade de conexão com canto nenhum. Mas agora tá direitinho.
Você viu que eu te marquei aí no chat?
Do Warframe?
Aham.
Sim, ele foi anunciado.
Eu não sei dizer se é uma DLC ou se é um jogo novo. Acredito que seja um jogo novo, tá ligado? Mas, mano... Tipo, eu tô tentando manter a live aqui, mas tá meio sonolenta, sabe?
Tá, mas o que tá tendo agora?
É que na real a PC Game Show, ela só traz games indies, tá ligado? É só game indie. Exceto Killing Floor, que bastante gente conhece.
Manda o link da onde tu tá assistindo aqui pra mim.
Peraí que eu te mando.
Porque eu tô assistindo pela transmissão oficial do YouTube... E eles só estão comentando ainda a conferência da Ubisoft. Ou seja, eles são extremamente bem atrasados.
É que na real o PC Game Show ela não é uma coisa tão grande assim, entendeu? O único anúncio que eles tiveram de peso nos últimos anos, cara, foi além de Killing Floor e Warframe, foi The Witcher. E mesmo assim... foi há muito tempo isso.
The Witch é um senhor jogo, né? Vamos concordar.
Não, é um senhor jogo maravilhoso, lindo e explosivo, né, mãe?
Vixe, rapaz. Que tanta gente assistindo.
Eu Eu lembro que na conferência do ano passado, cara, na PC Game Show mesmo, quando eles anunciaram o Age of Empires Remaster, tá ligado? Tipo, todo mundo falou, caralho, um novo Age of Empires. Aí apareceu lá no final Remaster, assim, o pessoal já desanimou muito, velho. O pessoal, tipo, naquele hype, tinha aparecido Remaster, o pessoal trollou. Sim, legal.
Imagina. O que tá passando agora? Que eu acabei de se conectar.
Quê? Vem?
Qual jogo que eles estão apresentando agora?
Ainda não deu nome.